Hi, Sparrow. Sparrow. Spirit. Spiritual. I just glanced at it. I'm sorry. How are you? Yeah, you're the first one in. I don't know how long these things will be because they just like go on and then they just cut out right quick. How are you doing? Danny Schultz. Schultz. Said hi, hi. How are you doing? You're first and second, guys. Um, I was gonna go on last night, but I didn't. And then there's Barry coming in third place, um, fashionably late. Oh, did you see that cop go by? Yeah. Anyway, back like wasn't even gone. What's up? What's up? Uh, Not a whole lot. How are you guys doing? Let me get with the lights a little better here. Uh, I don't know if you guys seen this, but so I got my lights, my disco lights, I guess you would call them. They're my trucker blue lights. When this comes off, see, it lights up pretty cool. It lights up really bluey. But let me get this on so I can read these much better. I'm talking about my computer. So I can read them and I'm not like, what? There it is. Oh, how are you doing, Dodi? I'm doing fine. I'm fashionably late. I'm fashionably early. Yeah. Hi, Mark. Thoughts on crop dusting. Crop dusting? What is crop dusting? I've never heard of crop dusting before. Um, Let me see. Pimpin' hose ain't easy. What can I say? I don't know. Are you working on a crop or on a farm, Barry? I don't know. That can go either way, huh? Let me fix my hair a little bit, if you guys don't mind. I'll use you guys as a mirror. All right. So, yeah, I just made dinner, and Abigail, if you're wondering, she's right there. She ate. I'm barely feeding her, and she's just gaining weight like crazy. She needs to go see a doctor. Uh, Donna Carter, you drive a semi? Sure do. That's my semi right there. Let me turn on the lights so you can see. Hold on, they're going in a second, all of them. There it is, see? Again, with my blue lights. I'll show you guys outside since I can do that right quick, because some of you guys haven't seen it. Hold on. Let me turn this. That's my baby. That's my big boy. And see, you can see the blue lights right there. And these ones are all beat up. They're not working. And this fell off. I disconnected them because see how they're all like getting the crap knocked out of them. See, that one's not working either. But that's okay because I'm gonna do some stuff. Anyway, this is what I do for a living. With my tractor and trailer, my business, my home. And if you guys haven't seen inside my trailer, I'll show you guys inside back here if you can see it. Nope. No, it's dark. Can't see it in there. Sorry. Hold on, I'll read the messages when I go back in. And sexy. Truck's name is Trigger, by the way. And he's a sexy truck. It's a Peterbilt. Wow, it smells good in here. It smells like, see, I'm in Washington State. I'm at a rest area. And it looks really cool like that with, I'm at I-5. I love it here. Me and Abigail, we went walking. We went inside that forest. There's little trails you can go walking in. We went walking in there earlier today. It's really cool. I love it here. And there's the Interstate 5, if you can see that. But let me get back to reading these comments. Okay. Oh my goodness, I got a lot to read here. Okay. Yes, I drive a semi Donna Carter. Anything interesting happening today, Dodi? I was in Seattle, Washington this morning, and it's like, I got, because they wanted me there at 8 o'clock downtown. It's like everybody in the city of Seattle pops up all at the same time because, oh my God, it was like jam-packed with traffic. And then when I went, it was like near a, what do you call it? Like a dock. They had really nice boats. And I drove in, there's like the light rail that they have downtown. And I turn in and I just go down and then there's the dock right there. I'm like, oh. I couldn't go anywhere else. I'm like, oh great, I'm stuck. So, but that's where I had to unload. But I had to do a blindside back, just like, And I finally got out. And the guy, it was just one unit, air conditioner unit. And he's a really nice guy. I gave him some straps because he was unloading it. And it's all metal. And it started to slide off. And we were able to not let it fall. And, there would have been a good, I don't know how many thousands. I got $5,000 for that run. So that was an expensive piece if he would have dropped it. It was already off my truck, and then just getting out of there, I couldn't find a place to park in Seattle. I had to drive 50 miles just to find this rest area out of the city because there's so many, all these truck stops, they're just jam-packed with trucks. And there was a Love's over there in Tacoma, Washington. Okay, I drive in there, okay. I can get in there. Nope. The place was jam-packed. There was even a police officer there guiding trucks to just keep on going because people wanted to, all the drivers, they wanted to park. And they couldn't. The cop was saying, nope, you can't park here. We got to go. We got to, like. So I just drove in, drove out, and back stuck in the traffic. That was my day. And after that, I only got a few hours of sleep last night. So I ended up, what do you call it? Basically just taking the day off. I told him, don't worry about uh, finding me a run right away because I didn't tell him I was tired or anything, but up here, I don't know what I'm going to find to get out of here. I'm just like, I took a good 2-3 hour nap today. I was like beat. That traffic just, even the bus driver was cutting me. City bus driver, they're cutting me off. Like, God, I almost got in so many accidents today. I felt, wait a minute, is this the East Coast? No, but I used to come up here all the time. And now it's just gotten a lot more busier with traffic. And see, like this right here, if you can see it. Let me turn my reflection off. See that? There's like a lot of homeless people. You know what I mean? That's what they are. They're living in their cars. And it's sad. It's nice weather, like 77 degrees, So I'm going to sleep really comfortable tonight. Let me see what you guys are saying. Because I know you guys are talking and I'm yapping, so just tell me to shut up, all right? Uh, how was Diddy's party and how was Baby? Why do you talk like that, Mark? Okay. I know you're talking about Diddy's. That guy, he did some bad things, okay? Um, he's probably either going to pay karma off or he's paying karma off through the decisions he made in his life. If you guys don't know, I'm a warrior of light, a truck driver, and an artist. And I want to become a better guitar player. And I guess a YouTuber, I guess, I don't know. You guys are keeping me here. Otherwise, I would have left. You guys start coming in and talking, and it's all Barry's fault, not Trump's fault. It's Barry's fault. Passing gas while waking unexpected folks. That's chop. That's crop dusting. Oh, is that what that is? Abigail does that to me all the time. She fogs up the window for me. She gets me dizzy as I'm going down the road. Donna Karen, nice. I like it. Well, thanks, Donna. And Barry, what do you think of Mark's comments? LT, pick one, drop, no touch. What do you mean by that? I don't know. Anyway, Jeremiah, how old are you? Why are you taking, are you working for the census or the government or something? Or IRS or something? Or what? Are you with the FBI or what? I don't know. And Donna, stick shift right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right here, baby. That's a 13 speed, by the way. See? That's a 13 speed. And Barry, I'm going to say Mark is being humorous, and I respect him for that. He's helping it under control now for now. Well, yeah, I know. We're going to stumble. I'm not mad at anybody, but I will say this. Our thoughts are powerful. You at first I used to think, how are they powerful, right? Well, our thoughts lead into intentions, which intentions lead into actions, either whether they're good or bad. Like I said, I'm a warrior of light. That's what Archangel Michael, Jesus, I mean, a lot of them have told me your thoughts are powerful. So if you're always going to be thinking about somebody like Didi, you got to take yourself out of that gutter and start thinking about better people like me. Just kidding. No, you got to start really, but you got to take yourself out and start thinking about your goals. What do you want to do? Your children, your parents, your wife, your husband, your dog or pets, your horse, your passion. That's what you got to start thinking about. Rather than thinking about somebody that's in the gutter and paying his price. Like, why do you think about that guy? He made a mistake in life and he's paying for it. So that's his fault. I want nothing to do with it. Anyway, I don't know the guy. Maybe he was nice, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to. Okay, I said that. Just kidding, by the way. Yeah, stick shift rate. Yep. Have you ever seen Bigfoot? Amazon? No, but there's some cool videos that even Barry will. You can do that. You can send her a Barry. You see, you know what I'm talking about, Barry. You can send her some of the videos that and with Bigfoot and Yeti. Yeti has a potty mouth. Trust me. Bigfoot's cool. I like him. I like it when he got that little Martian named Zork. What is it, Zork? That little Martian dude. You gotta look at those Bigfoot videos. They're funny. It's all uh, AI. You know what I mean? It's funny. And let me see. Hey, what? Neymar. Okay. Neymar Jr. said hi, hi. And Amazon. I'm in Oregon. Oh, really? Where are you at? In Oregon, Amazon. Because I got some property in Oregon. But Dodi has video evidence of Bigfoot. There was this one joke that, I mean, like Bigfoot's on a live like I am now, right? And he's talking. They're asking him questions, and one of the questions was that they asked Bigfoot. His audience asked him, "Do you believe in aliens?" He says, "Alien? I owe money to an alien." Cracked up laughing. I guess they're doing some dealing there, Bigfoot and the aliens. It's just so funny. And one of the jokes that he said is, I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Get it? I don't know why. He knows 26 of 25, but he doesn't know why. Yeah, that's a Bigfoot joke, not me. Okay, that's stupid, I know, but rotten banana man. Oh, rotten! I ate a banana today. It was kind of beaten up because it kept falling off my shelf. I finally okay, I'm gonna eat you. It was all beat up and smashed, but it wasn't rotten. Can you say Obama? What is that? Can you? Okay. I'm not gonna say it 3 times. Good night, Sparrow. You're going to bed? Stay safe. Gotta. Oh, okay. See you later. And see you later, spiritual Sparrow. Now, what I coming up with some nicknames for him now, huh? What was the first one? Spiky? No, Sparrow. Speedy? I don't know. I'm just thinking of some names. Hi, Cards. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. It is a stick shift. Yep, it is a stick shift. has a clutch and everything. And I have a strong left leg pressing that clutch. Who get wait, who got accused of popping up at Diddy's party with Baby? I don't know. And yeah, it's done a manual transmission and a cat engine too. Yep, it's a big cat. And Noif, hi Noif. Uh, Barry, hi Uncle Willie. He's out there looking for the lizards. Who's looking for the lizards? And these prodigy, the prodigy. Hello, my. Any advice for this hopeless romantic? I'm stuck between two women. Barry would call that a dream. Seriously, I'm sure he would. I'm sure he would love to be stuck between two women. He'd be the beef and the burger. Can you, let me see, official, uh, I was going to say official lunatic, but I'm sorry, it's official genetic, genic, 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 something. Official, I'll just call you Mr. Official. Can you cover the camera for the edit? I haven't put my title picture on it yet. I usually do it afterwards because I'm going and going, and if I do it before, then it takes me about 2 or 3 hours to do it. Then forget it. I'm not going live anymore. I've done that before. It's like, well, it's too late to go live now. I'm just going to bed. And so I thought, okay, I better just do it after. But I try to do it once this, I don't always end it. It ends me. But once it's done, the video will come out and it's immediately jumps into private video. So I got to, once I'm done, I got to jump on that and go into the, what is it? The YouTube something. There's like another button you press for a YouTube thingy, editor thingy. And I got to go to find my, what do you call it? My video and go to the edit and press public. Otherwise, it'll stay private. So, anyway. The prodigy. Okay, I said that. And you said that too. Learn for the. For what is that for? Okay, I'm going to show you this. Learn for the what? Jendink. See, there it is. Learn for the forlorn. That's a tricky one to say. What do you say on that one? Okay. The only thing you have in control in your life are thoughts. We cannot control events that happen to us, but we control our reactions to them. Kinda not. You're almost there. You're almost there. I don't know if you know everybody, but I'm a warrior of light. And, you know, yeah, I got a lot of training and extensive training. So all this stuff about souls and spiritual and the earth and, you know, the universe and God and stuff, all this stuff I'm learning. And I'm just at the tip of the iceberg. You guys are probably like the drop of the iceberg, because I can say that because if not, you guys would be like me, and we would get into this long discussion about, uh, Pillar of Light and all this stuff that's happening in the world. But you guys are, you know, you guys are my buddies, okay? I'm not trying to say I'm better than you are because we're all the same. But yeah, thoughts lead into actions, and actions lead to situations. So we're co-creators, is what we are, and that's what it is. Okay, and yeah, we do have control, but it starts with our thoughts. That's what it is. Okay, because like if I want to really learn to play the guitar like a professional, my thought is I hear these guys playing the guitar and they're like, God, they're so beautiful. Like how can I ever learn that? See, that's my thought, but I'm putting a block on it, like, of course, doubting myself, but don't doubt yourself. Like, yeah, doing it, I can do. That's one of the possibilities I can do, like the way he's doing it. So you, instead of doubting yourself, you pick up ideas from them, and but then I would start learning and learning and learning and practicing and see, so it started with a thought and now it's an action. You know what I mean? I created it. That's what thoughts do. And let me see. This message is hidden for review. Oh, of course, the little triangle dude. Uh, oranges? What is that? Oranges? What are you talking about with your thing? I don't know. So anyway, oranges, make sure you like, okay, and subscribe, all right? If you're going to do that, that's a requirement. Like and subscribe, subscribe and like. So you too, Mr. Triangle Dude that always comes in, you got to like and subscribe. I think you are subscribed because you always come in here and you always know when I'm here. So I think you are subscribed. But oranges, you got to do that too, all right? That's the rule. That's my rule. I don't mind trolls. I don't mind trolls. You guys help me out. Like I said before, it was like a few months ago, what I got like up to 3,500 views because of trolls, I'm thinking. But they didn't subscribe. See, it's like if I would have told you guys subscribe, then you guys would like, okay. Then I would have been like rich and famous and, I'd be wearing a tie or something or a prom dress or, you know, YouTube, a YouTube prom dress. Can you imagine that one? Uh, Barry, hey, did he been a qualified truck? He would have used Shell Rotella T6 oil, better penetration. You know that, Barry. What do you use? What kind of lubrication do you use in your weed eater? And why are you eating weeds anyway, Barry? Uh, yeah, try that again. You rotten fruit. See, I turned something negative into something positive. That's part of being where the traffic today. Oh, jeez. I almost lost it today. Like, all these guys were just getting under my skin. I'm just driving my truck and they're trying. You saw it, it's a big truck. And these people are just cutting me off like I'm not even there. Like, hello? There's this guy riding a motorcycle. And looked like a dirt bike with some box, bungeed onto him or something. And he's riding, okay, he has a whole lane. I'm riding next to him, like I'm coming up on him. And he's riding the line, like the dotted line where I end, and my truck is wide. So I only got like, maybe 8 inches on each side. And he's riding on that line. I'm honking like, dude, like, he's got the whole lane and he's riding on the side. I'm like, what is it with this guy? Just like, move over. At the same time, everybody, and then I'm watching the signs, and there's these construction, and you know, what do they call those? Bottleneck, where the construction just goes from like 4 lanes down to one, and everybody's trying to get in, and this guy has a whole lane, and he's riding on the line. Like, dude, just get the lane. Anyway, yeah, that's what happens. But it's not that I welcome and I like all the trolls. It's just I try to get them to wake up, like you guys. You know, you guys are awesome. You see the light in my heart. I see the light in your heart. You guys are awesome. Okay, hold on. I gotta do something here. I don't want my battery to die because I could read it better on this one. But I gotta plug it in or it's going to. Hold on. Okay, good. It's charging. And my little thingy is charging again. Anyway. Okay, good. It's charging. Oh. My little thingy is charging again. There it is. My little thing is charging. Sometimes I sound like a deep voice, huh? Hold on. Let me see. I gotta turn this volume off. Anyway, I'm glad I'm still on. I mean, I haven't been cut off and ended all of a sudden, just like, and it's like everybody's like, like she froze. It ended. Like, I'm still like, with a bad expression or something. I hate that. I'm like, okay, let me get back to this because I got some new people coming in. All right, okay. I saw one here. Amazon said engine. Yep, okay. And Anchorman. Prolapsing is hard. I've always done it twice. I've tried almost everything. I've done rehab. It's really hard. Prolapsing? I've never heard of that. What is prolapsing? Oh, is it like when you're, like, say you're smoking cigarettes and you're quitting, you're doing good, and then you come by someone and they offer you a cigarette and all of a sudden you're smoking? Is that what that means? I don't know if that's because you said rehab, so might have to deal with more than just cigarettes. But anyway, take care of your body, okay? An Anchorman, it's your body. You got to take care of it. Nobody's going to take care of it like you will. The doctors will give you drugs, medicines, but you got to take care of your body naturally. You're the one in charge, not the doctor. Okay, Billers. I'm watching this one on toilet. Oh, okay. Well, good farting to you, Billers. I don't know. Mitch B. Nan, you okay? Nan, what is? How was bingo? I have no idea what you're talking about. Gavin Effin. Okay. Damn, there's a granny. Oh, okay. And yeah, I'm having a ship. You guys are really just like off in who knows where land. Okay, that was maybe all those should have been ejected or something. What Or Mitch, okay. Gavin, something. I don't know. Anyway, Lee, hi Lee. I love drawing. Really? You like drawing? I love drawing too. I'm an illustrator. It's my birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Lee. And I might show you some. I love drawing. I might show you some artwork in a minute. Okay. And happy birthday, Lee. And Xander A said hi. Just got off at just got off a 13-hour shift and wanted to wish you well. Oh, that's sweet. Thanks, Xander A. Thanks. You're awesome. Happy birthday, Lee. See? Happy birthday, Lee. See, that's how we are here. I'm not the only one who's going to say happy birthday. If you got a birthday, come on my channel and say happy birthday, hey? Because you're going to get it from, you're going to get the happy birthday wishes not only from me, but the other audience that, you know, comes and joins me all the time. And the more you, if I see your names and keep coming, you know, you will, you'll get, a blue wrench, and it's really cool. Oh, it's really cool. Okay, where is it on this one? There it is. There you go. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Okay. Yeah, I'm not mean. Um, I'm not nasty. I like funny jokes. Sometimes the jokes can be stupid jokes, or I'm not crazy about insultive jokes, but happy birthday, Lee, my mother. It's my mother's birthday too. Really? Well, happy birthday to your mom, Barry. Thanks. Tell her I said happy birthday. Uh, Love drawing. Happy birthday to your mom. Yep, see? And Sasquatch ended your stream when he ate the cell tower, probably. I think it was Yeti, because one with kind of drinking out there. Yeti likes to drink. Xander, she definitely went relapsing. She definitely meant relapsing. Oh, okay. That's what it is, relapsing. Yeah, because she said something else earlier. Huh? Anyway, I don't know how far back I am. Oh, okay. I'm almost caught up. Anchorman, I had a fiance. She looked. Oh, wait. I skipped. Anchorman. Yeah, that's relapsing. Like just getting back into a habit you're already kept. Yeah, that's. I know relapsing, but prolapsing. Okay. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't drink. Sometimes I talk really deep, but I really don't. um, I was choking on some. I was eating some fruit earlier, and I started choking. Now my throat is hurting. But anyway, Anchorman, I had a fiance. She took good care of me. She was very big into vegetables and smoothies in the morning. Eating healthy was the key for me. A while to prevent the prolapse. Yep. I'll tell you another thing, Anchorman. Being that, I don't know if you, by saying had a fiance, whether you married so you don't have the freelance, not the freelancer, the fiance. Don't mean to say freelancer, but because sometimes a fiance will turn into a wife, right? Or a husband. So uh, I'm thinking you're not. So what I'll say to that is go out. You got friends, first of all, come on this channel. You got friends, okay? It's the first time I've seen you, but keep coming. I'll see you more. And she like, Xander, he just got a wrench tonight. Keep coming and, join the crowd here. I come on casually, let me put it that way. But you got friends here. But I'll tell you this, go outside barefooted. See? Barefooted, right? And on the grass or on the dirt. Or go lean up against a tree. Ground yourself to our planet called Mother Earth, also known as Mother Gaia. That will balance, this goes for everybody, that will balance your thoughts, your health, your mind. I mean, it balances all your chakras. If you're getting stressed, if you're all stressed and everything, it'll start leaning you towards the right way. And all the bad thoughts that you're getting, the bad thoughts, I'll tell you, they come in from people that you're, and I'm just not picking on you, an anchorman. I'm just picking, bad thoughts will lead you to hanging around with bad people, thinking that do bad things that are very out of balance. And say someone drinks a lot or someone's rude or something, right? Well, then you're going to start picking up those habits. By grounding yourself, that's you. Okay, you're in control of you. You're in control of you. Don't let your friends or your peers or your anybody, you know, control you. You need to control. We live in a free world. We have free will. That's a gift that we have. And that's one of the things that even Mother and Father God cannot take away because they gave that to us. So always remember that, okay, what I just told you. Anyway, Alexander, you look like my Grammy, okay? And I find that comforting. I hope that's okay to say. I'm a 25-year-old guy, and I just miss her. Well, thank you, Xander. Um, I'll tell you one thing. I don't like being called a grandmother, right? And like what he just said there, he's 25. That's as old as my son. My son, I think, is 26. Um, because of my divorce, long, 20 years ago, last time I seen him was when he was 9. Um, this is hard for me to say, but I'll tell you guys why I don't like being called a grandmother or a grandfather or a grandparent or grandma, grandpa or something like that. I don't like that because my daughter, she's a little older. She had an abortion, so she can't have no kids. She destroyed that, not only for her but for me. So I can't be a grandparent now. My son, I don't know if he has kids or not because they stopped talking to me. Um, so when people say that, it's like, and I know it's the younger generation, like I'm going to say like 25 on down, right? That picked up this thing and it's picking up for the more of the older generations to call older people, grandma or grandpa. That's very extremely rude because it's personal. For some people, it's deeply personal. For me, it's deeply personal. And before we're all aging, but before I didn't used to get mad, but then, because I would just blow it off. But then it comes back around, and when it hits you hard, and then like sometimes I go to bed crying, you know, and, you guys don't always, this goes for everybody, we don't always see the tears that we have, you know, building up. And when you say something rude like that, I'm not saying you're saying something rude, Xander. Okay, that is very sweet what you said. I'm saying when you say something, call somebody, um, just like, the N word, like that. I think that guy was saying a bunch of N words. That word is sensitive for a lot of people because a lot of, black people, they saw their deaths, they saw their loved ones uh, die. They saw them tortured and beaten up and stuff. So that's sensitive. That's why that word is, the N word is sensitive. So, some people, although why they call each other that blows my mind, but okay, because one black guy talked to another black guy, they called him the N word, like, you know. But anyway, I hope I explained that. But thank you so much, that I remind you of your grandmother. I only had one grandmother that I knew. The other one died way before I was born. And I used to love my grandmother. I remember when my dad told me, because my mom told me that she died. I just went, I didn't even have a bedroom because we were poor. I just went in one of the bedrooms my siblings had and I just went crying, because I used to love my grandmother. She taught me how to ride my bike. I used to ride about half a mile from my house to her house, right? And my bike. I was just a little kid. We could do that back then. And she wanted to give my dad the newspaper. So I got the newspaper, I'm holding it. It's a big newspaper. And I'm holding it and I start riding my bike and I'm going. And she says, wait, wait. So and she said she tucked the newspaper underneath my shirt. And that way, it's like, she says, hold it right there, put it right there. And that way you can hold it and hold both hands. And like, oh, thanks, Grandma. And it's just like, and I'll always remember that. That's a little tip. uh, Let me see. Anchorman, did you, Xander, become a mod? Yep, he did. He became, just now, a little bit ago, he became a moderator. Yeah, like I said, he's been here before. I've seen him. Maybe not yesterday or something, but I've seen him before. And another thing is, if you come in and I don't see you, don't get offended right away. Welcome, because I'm getting a lot of new people that are coming in that I've never seen, and I might pass one, but like Anchorman, some names are really hard to forget, and some names are very easy to just run by and stuff. Um, did you, Anchorman? Did you make Alexander a mod by accident? No, no. I just did it. I don't do that by accident because that's by becoming a moderator. You know what that means, I think, but I'll explain it anyway. People that come in, like the little white triangle there that you kind of see on the bottom, that one is always, always, always has something nasty or rude to say. So he's always being blocked. And Barry already knows he blocked him this time. Sometimes I don't even see them, and you guys get them before I do. And like, say if Alexander were to block Barry or something, it's probably because Barry's telling, uh, jokes that Xander don't understand. No, I'm just kidding. But no, really, the moderators, the blueies, right? The blueies, they usually, we're all on the same page. Let me put it that way, right? And Anchorman, you're right up there, okay? You are absolutely lovely. Thank you. Well, thank you too. Um, and I'll give you a heads up if you keep coming. If I see you again tomorrow or the next day, you got one, okay? And that way, it keeps you coming back, and you have a little control. Not just me, but you're part of the audience. Hey, I like playing around with the audience. And anyway, post 9/11 babies, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I don't ever well, let me put it this way. I'm my dad was in World War II. See, so me and Barry are about the same generation. I know that because I've known Barry for years already. And there's a few others that are older people. But like say you're 43, Anchorman, and I've noticed mostly with kids born in 2002 and after, I've been called Gramps, but only because I feel like I look like older than what I am. See, that's an insult. When if you feel you look older, um, that's probably because you're not eating right, you're not taking care of yourself, like you should. Just pick that part up. But when they're calling you that, that's an insult to them, and they think it's cool. Like, no, it's not cool. My dad taught me respect your elders, and okay, my nieces and nephews, my nieces, my nephews are awesome, but my nieces, they weren't taught the same way I was because my uncles and aunts, I never, not once, and I can't think of any of my cousins uh, talking back to them, just being rude and stuff. My nieces and nephews, they're arguing with me. They're calling me names. They're calling me, saying horrible stuff to me. And, like my nieces, not my nephews. And they're like, where'd you pick up these, horrible manners from? It's not that I'm saying I'm always right because I'm an elder. It's just, you just respect the elder. You gotta keep that step going. Otherwise, you end up with this young generation that thinks they can call anybody anything and get away with it. Well, it doesn't go with me. It doesn't. That's why when they do that, I know that they're kids. They don't know. And I'm not going to get mad at them because they don't know. It's just that they were taught right, or they want to be rude or something. I'm very sorry. You're very sorry for what? You don't got to be sorry. Uh, KTC, Jesus is Lord. Well, Jesus is also Master, okay? He's not Master Lord, he's or Master Sananda, who's also Jesus. But yeah, he's Lord. And Barry Callahan, hello from Laredo, Texas. Oh, I like Laredo, Texas. It's probably hot down there, so you're probably a hot tamale down there, Barry. That's another Barry. Oh, watch out, Barry. Cherryberry Canary. There's another berry. And you've been on here before too. I remember that. I remember you, Berry. Because there was that other berry. But this is, okay, I'll tell you what. No, I can't say that because I, if I was consistent every night, then I would be able to lay these out. But you're another one. You and Anchorman are probably next on the list for the, what do you call it? Wrench, so you can start helping me work on my truck with a blue wrench. Sorry, I was gone. I made it back. Oh, okay. And cards. Cards on consignment. See, cards is another cool dude. Millennials get called aunt and uncle and stuff. I think. I don't know. I'm not a millennial. I don't know. Hi, cards on consignment. Matt Garudi? Hi, I need help and support for my family and I. Are you doing okay, Matt? What kind of help? You need prayers? Or you guys and you don't need food or shelter or what? Anyway, we can give you all the love you need over here, that's for sure. Sup. you guys are supping. Hi, Matt, welcome. Devo22, hi from the North Pole, Canada. There you go. Oh, wrong one. There you go. Devo, I remember you. You're cool. Eh? I heard this joke today. It was funny. Let me see. Canadians and New Jerseyans, right? They're like opposites. They're the same thing, but they're opposites. One will say, hey, how's it going? Right? And the other one will say, how's it going, hey? They just say it. You know, the New Jersey guy will say, hey, how's it going? And the Canadian guy will say, how's it going, hey? You know, so it's just a stupid little joke, I know. It's another Sasquatch joke. He tells me all these stupid jokes, though. Matt Garuni, okay. My family and I have been struggling in a hotel and need a little more support. I have to go fund me page. If there's anything you could help with, I'm grateful. Oh, okay. I've been there. God, my boyfriend, he took care of me when I was really sick. And, you know, we helped each other. Not only he helped me, but I helped him too. But yeah, if you got a GoFundMe page, that's what I would have said, you know. And yep, I don't know if you can, yeah, if you want to put your GoFundMe thingy there, you know, you got my permission. Okay, I don't know, because I was reading about the rules on YouTube, what you can't do. I don't know, maybe you can do it. YouTube guys, you where you are, like, this dude, okay, needs help. I'm not doing it. I'm talking to the YouTube people that listen. Like, hey, dude, YouTube, dude, or dudette, if he's gonna put his link on here, hey, you got my approval. Uh, you know, seriously, yeah, you can post it up. My wife and I both work, but our money goes to hotel and can't get food help. Have you gone to well, like the food banks? Because I remember I was like that. I was homeless for a year and a half. for the third time. But anyway, I've been homeless before. I know what it's like. And yeah, go to the the food banks, the shelters. You'll survive. You'll be fine. Don't be afraid. Have faith. Have faith. Stay out of drugs. Set your goals. You're going to do something. Do it. Okay. Was seen. Can I put my GoFundMe page here and get more support? Yeah. Like I said, you got it. I don't see how I would get in trouble, but yeah, if you can do it, if you can figure that out, go ahead. Cards. The cost of food and rent is screwed up, people. Where are you at? Are you in California? Because if you're in California, the weather's nice, but you'll get help. That's for sure. But you're gonna stay like that for a while. So, but if you leave to a different place, different state, that'll help you get your back on your feet. I know, because I was homeless in California, Huntington Beach. I love it there. Food and shelter, I need to raise $75,000, $7,500 to get a stable house and food supply for my family. Yeah. You can do it on GoFundMe, I would say get on also, what is that one? Facebook and Instagram. I'm not on those pages. This is the only place you're going to find me, on YouTube. That's it. I don't know about the other ones like X or, because I know now there's all kinds of, what do you call those? Social media apps. So I know those are the two big ones, the two. I don't do those anymore. J&J Gaming, hola, hola, And spoiler, yep, the economy is horrible. It's getting better though. It is. Just hang in there, okay? Matt, it is, and we had shooting at my house last year, and I've been struggling in the hotel since November. Have faith. Remember, stay positive. Positive. That is going to get you out. Whether you believe me or not, that is going to get you guys out. Anybody that got me out. I just, when I was homeless, I had to hide from the police because they would have taken everything. Huntington Beach didn't want homeless people. And so they would have took my car and made me get out of the city. Because I know they did that to some of my friends, my homeless friends. And I had to hide from the drug dealers. At the same time, I had to make friends with police and, hey, everything's cool, and the drug dealers, like, what's going on, and so they wouldn't break into me or start ripping me off, and the police wouldn't. So I was like stuck between a rock and a hard spot. But I made it. I lived in my car for a long time. And back sapphire cookies. Ooh, I like those sapphire cookies. I've had a sapphire cookie. Is it black or sapphire? Which one? Is it black by meaning the chocolate chip? Anyway, hello. And AJ said hello. Or JJ. I'm going to start remembering some of these names, okay? Because I'm seeing some of them, but I'm a little mixed up. So bear with me. And Brian's laughing down there. Blind fish, I'm going to go up a little bit. And JJ, I have a fish, a blind fish. My wife, diabetic. I have two daughters, 15 and 12, and a blind dog. Oh, now I know why you're laughing, Brian. Uh, your dog, don't feed it sugar. Like my dog is old and she's starting to go blind too. Breaks my heart. It does. Um, so I don't give her ice cream anymore. In fact, if I give her milk, any kind of dairy, cheese or something, she gets the runs. All of a sudden she got diarrhea. And I'm driving someplace like, oh my goodness, when I just got pulled over the side of the road and just, she's just like, I gotta go now, I gotta go now. And so, and she'll just like spray it out and, okay, no more dairy for you. And yeah, she's going on 14 years old. There she is, see. She's a little, she's getting to be a little tubby 2x4. And that's like her little toy. And water, you know. That's my bed, that's my guitar and stuff. So, anyway, JJ Gaming, hi there. Okay. I understand what you're saying, Matt. I could put the link on my channel if that's okay. Yeah, if you can do it on this, I don't know how you guys do it. I'm not all that computer savvy. So I don't, you guys see, all of a sudden my thing will just cut off. Don't be surprised. It's all of a sudden I'm like, frozen face here as the ending. So mid sentence. So like, don't be surprised. But yeah, if you can do that, anything to help. I'm all about helping people. Yes, Spiritual, please. Okay. Spiritual, you can send a link to my chat and okay, approval. That. See, you guys are helping each other. That's what I'm talking about. See, and that's good. That's unconditional love right there. When you don't even know the person, but you're willing to help them out. Okay, that's unconditional love. That's not saying like, well, I don't even know you. You can't do that on my channel. Like no, that's putting a border around yourself so nobody else can come into you, but you can go out to other people. Like, It's unconditional love for everybody. And that is a law of the universe that really is. Free will and unconditional love. Basically, we have two things that we can only give to somebody else without infringing on their will. Unconditional love is one of them. You can give love to anybody, right? And whether they want it or not, you gave it to them. And another thing is the violet flame. The violet flame is like peace and, comfort and stuff like that. You can give that. That's what the violet flame is. Those are the two things. Like if I were to give you a ham sandwich, which I did too. I bought this homeless guy a sub sandwich one time. And because I kept seeing him when I was homeless. And he got it and he threw it on the ground. And because he didn't want it. And, I like got mad. I'm like, I'm giving it to you. I'm trying to help you out. But he didn't want my help. I couldn't force him to, that sandwich. That's when I realized, well, I can't just force it to him. I didn't ask him if he wanted it. I just came out and gave it to him. And whatever he was going through was beyond me, but he didn't want it. He didn't want nothing to do with me. And, but the love I had, I gave to him. And as he walked by, and, walked away, I told him, sorry, dude, like, I won't mess with you anymore because, you're mean. But I didn't hold it against him or nothing. Just like he's going through something that is beyond, I don't want to get involved. But anyway, those are two things you can give. Can you please send a link back to my check? Okay, there you go. Matt, all parties won't help me because I don't have a set home address. I know. I don't know if you know, but I live in my truck. I'm homeless, right? You see this? This is my home. Wherever I go in the United States, I'm home. It's my yard. Um, but I went from being homeless, living in my car, to living in the semi. But at least now I get paid. And I got a bed. I got my dog with me still. I got my clothes. I got a refrigerator right there. You know, a little cabinet here. Uh, you know, yeah, I fix it up just a little bit. But yeah, and it's because, but I bought myself a pickup truck, a Harley Davidson, because I'm working. Okay, so I'm looking at, I just bought myself some land. I've been living in this truck for 6.5 years, almost 7 years already. That's a long time. Yeah, living straight in it, just living. But anyway, I know what you're talking about, Matt. Okay, um, and shelters won't take us because my dog. I know. Um, Shelters, be careful with shelters anyway because the people there will, you know, they will, I don't want to say anything bad, but it's not, you got to sleep with one eye open, let me put it that way, okay? Brian, can you help? Okay. Um, Send a link and, I'll see what I can do on that part, okay? Um, I'm not going to say that yeah, I'll send you some, because then everybody's going to come in and start trying to hack, and try to do this scam thing that poor pity for me and stuff. So when people really need it, you know, nobody trusts them anymore. You know what I mean? Kind of like what's been going on with the immigrants in the border, because there are some people that were entering this country the right way, struggling, and getting it done. And all of a sudden they're just bombarded by a bunch of people that just come in. Now the people that are still immigrants that don't have the correct papers yet, but we're doing it the right way, they're like, oh, wait a minute, uh, I was doing it right, but all of a sudden I'm getting, because I can't, so yeah, so that's why I'm not going to say anything that I'm going to do here, but you put the link up and you'll find out, okay? Uh, that's all I can say. I'm I've been hacked. I've had my identity ripped off more than once. And so please be careful. Please send the link and promise I'll post it on donate and yep. Are you rich, Brian? Are you rich? No, Rich is my brother. His name is Richard. Also Vincent, so Richard Vincent. No, we don't call him Rich though. I call him asshole, but because he's an asshole. But no, I'm not rich. I'm Dodi. Uh, are you? I'm gonna make a little joke, Brian. Are you crying or are you Brian? I'm just kidding. Okay, JJ Gaming. My fish is always swimming down towards the rocks. Why is that, JJ? Why is your fish swimming on down towards the rocks? What did he eat for dinner? Is he kind of heavy or something? You feeding him too much? Is he a catfish? Barry will tell you about catfish. Matt, I'm in Colorado Springs. Oh, okay. I've been homeless in Colorado. I lived in Denver for about 29 years. 29 years. So I got out of that place because I had two exes. So I went to California. But yeah, I'm a Bronco fan. I don't know if you're from Colorado or not, but I'm from the Southwest. I put it that way. JJ Gaming. Matt, Jesus loves you. Yeah, pray, okay? Stay. Don't just pray because you need something. Even when you don't need something, pray, okay? Another thing is always be thankful for what you have. And this goes for everybody. You know, because if you're asking, and this is what Jesus told me just recently. Was it yesterday or day before? He says, you know, when you're asking for something because you really need it, sure, you know, you need it. But then once you don't need it, then you're not asking, but then you're just all of a sudden gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, that person came to me asking for forgiveness or help or something, and I sent forgiveness and help, and all of a sudden now he's not even praying. You know, like, so he's back. Like, only needs you when, you know, when it's convenient for him. No, do this all the time. And this is what I mean about me being a warrior of light. I'm a warrior of light for Archangel Michael. Stay positive. This world is changing. I am serious. I am drop dead serious about it. You need to purify yourselves. Clean up the language, clean up the, you know, the attitudes, your, what do you call it, your ego. Put that away, you know, like, don't worry if someone calls you a name or something. Like, okay, well, put his negative energy, throw it in the trash can or something, you know what? But keep your positive energy up. You're going to keep, because it's hard to climb up, but it's easy to fall back down. And that's what the world is doing. It's evolving to the fifth dimension. And you don't want to stay in the third dimension because then you will stay with problems like being owned, being hungry, being forced to do things you don't want to do. The fifth dimension is more like freedom of the soul, freedom, and you start to evolve the way humanity was supposed to evolve. There's a lot more I could tell you. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. Look at some of my videos on my page. Go through some of the videos. You'll find some on spiritual stuff. Listen to them. They're really cool. I try to do my best on those. Gaming, yeah, heart. Spiritual, of course, Matt. Okay, spiritual, Matt, we love here, yeah. And Matt, spiritual, thank you, JJ. Gaming, thank you too for, yeah, see, thanks, guys, you know. And Pedro Torres, bonjour, vaca. What the, wait, not vaca. Bonjour, cava. I don't know what that means. Is that French or, because I thought you were Pedro, okay? I don't want to say Pedro, Pedro Torres. That's a Spanish or Mexican name. But bonjour, that's French. So, cava, I don't know what that means, but okay. Anyway, he said hi there. I understand, Matt, it's tough times for what's going on. We're all going through them. Hang in there, okay? Stay positive, Matt. Stay positive. And light your heart up. have faith. Don't be afraid. A storm is coming. It is. It's, whatever president we have, the storm is still going to come. Whether you think Donald Trump is a good president or a bad president, it's still, and he's doing an awesome job, but it's bigger than what he can even imagine. That's coming. The world is changing. The world, I mean, the whole globe is changing. So, light your fire in your heart. Keep it lit. Have faith and don't be afraid. Okay? You're going to be fine, Matt. You're going to be fine. Stay positive. Biden, something, Pundit Biden or something, I don't know. And Toy, uh, the Diaz, do you use nail polishes? Yeah, I do. I don't have any on, but, I have a bunch of nail polishes. I could have painted my toes and things today. I didn't do a whole lot today. I took the day off. Thanks for asking, though. And merci, there's something. Okay, you guys are talking different language. Okay, I don't understand that language you guys are talking. So, who? Cool. Are you guys from Canada or from Paris? See, I know a little bit. I can talk like a Texan too, or a New Yorker, right? They don't even say New Yorker; they say New York, or Canadian, eh? Okay, so I got a little bit of different language on me, and Yarnaby, hi Yarnaby, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Anything will be great right now. Okay, there you go. See, you're gonna be fine. Uh, just just needed to get a stable and safe home for my family. I was just watching a video just a little bit ago before this came on. This dog was barking at this one lady, and behind the dog was like a bunch of trees and brushes and stuff that were thrown. They weren't, like trashed out, right? And the dog was barking because the dog didn't have no food or water. And so it was a rescue little thing. And the lady went in. They caged the dog. They trapped the dog, put it in a cage. Because the dog was so hungry, they put food in the cage. The dog went in. So they were able to go in the little burrow and get 2 puppies. And that was really, really interesting because, and they ended up taking the dog to the shelter and taking good care of her and stuff. And the dog wasn't mean to them, but the dog was, please help, please. But like, Matt, you're going through this. Yeah, call out for help. But you know what? Not just now. Do it all the time. Don't call out for help all the time, but give thanks all the time. And that dog was taking care of the family that she had, you know. Anyway, that was really touching. In Texas, you're from Texas, and there was a Laredo one here a little bit ago, right? And hi, you're on a date, right? Yeah, there's you're on a date. Let me see. How are you doing, Yarnady? Yarnady, Yarnady. Are you rich? No, I'm not rich. Actually, I am rich. I'm rich with love. that's more than money can. That's more than money can do. And that's what being rich is. Because just having money just doesn't mean, if you got a lot of money, doesn't mean you're rich. It's, you gotta have, you could say, yeah, I'm rich in love. I love my wife. I love everybody. But be horrible with your finances, or be smoking and doing drugs. But I love my family. No, being rich is being in perfect balance. That's the ultimate rich, where you're healthy, your family's healthy, your vocabulary is healthy, your body is healthy, your finances are healthy, your home, everything, your job, everything is, lined up. That's when you're rich. And even if you had all that and didn't have no money and, lived in your car or something, you're still rich, right? So like Matt, you say, you're going through hard times. You're rich because your family's rich because they got your love. That's what matters. Okay. Anyway, anything will be great right now. Okay. You'll be okay. And Pedro, okay, cool. See, okay, you don't know what you're saying there. Rickshaw, how can I tell if this cute boy at my gym is gay? Oh boy. um, strike up a conversation and just put that thought of being gay, put it in the back burner. Just get to know the person. That's how. That's the only way I would think. Because there's some people that I would think they're gay and they're not. Um, let me put it in this, I'm pretty good at this. When you give somebody a first impression, it's not always what you think. Your first thoughts of that person, you know, it's could be something totally different. I'll give you an example. I don't look like a truck driver. I'm only 5 feet. I got my little dog. Sometimes I walk around with my dresses, and sometimes I'm walking around with my, you know, uh, orange, my hard hat and orange jacket and stuff, orange vest and stuff. So sometimes I look like a construction worker. Sometimes I look like I'm going to the prom. Sometimes I look like, you know, but people, they always tell me, you drive a semi? And like, yeah. And because they don't, they're giving me the first impression of their, what do you call it? Of what they think and not really knowing me. And I mean, it goes deeper than that. So, yeah, just if he's really good looking, you know, strike up a conversation with him, Rick. And if you're attracted to the person, okay, if he's gay or not, if you're gay or not, Rick, that's none of my business. Or, you know what? It's the souls that, okay, the traditional thing is female, right? A guy and a girl, man, lady, you know what I mean? But sometimes one guy is so hooked on another guy, or same thing with a girl, right? And it's not just sexual, it's the chemistry. Like, I get along with this person like unbelievable. And, well, I don't know if you guys knew this, but like Sylvester Stallone and Eddie Murphy, for the longest time, they were the best of friends. I'm sure you guys know who they are. Rocky and Eddie Murphy, one of the funniest comedy and actors. I love them both. I didn't know they were like the best of friends until rumors started going because Sylvester Stallone had a beautiful wife. I don't know if he's still married to her or not, but Murphy started talking to her, and rumors started in Hollywood. Well, you know what? The chemistry between Eddie Murphy and Sylvester Stallone was strong, but the wife came in and basically separated that, and now they don't talk to each other, right? And that's sad, right? So anyway, um, Tamara Fletcher. Hi, Tamara. What's the topic? I'm just reading the notes. You guys really are the topic because I'm just going by what you guys say. Uh, and this is interesting, really. I really like it. I'm going to be ending it here in just a little bit. I don't know how long. I can't see the words on this phone, so I'm looking at my computer. See, because I'm on my computer too, so I could see them on my computer much bigger. These ones, the type is so small and blurry. I even got my glasses on, so this one I could see much better. So that's why I keep looking down there, okay? Yeah, anything is a topic, I guess. Uh, I tried, because I even have an account with, what is it, StreamYard. But with StreamYard, it's not, I don't know, I'm just having technical difficulties so that I can put other people in, and talk. I got to have someone to show me how to do all that because I've done it before, but then something changed. Oh, I changed from Verizon to a different company, to T-Mobile now. And that just totally screwed everything up. Now, I don't know what the heck. So, yeah. Anyway, one thing I gotta say, are you the one that asked that? Let me see. Wait. Where is it? What is the topic? Who was the one that said that? You said that, right? Yeah, Tamara. One thing, oh, well, jeez, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, well, we'll just go on to the next one. One thing that is on this, I'm a warrior of light. I keep things positive, somewhat entertaining. Um, you guys can talk to each other. You guys can visit each other, and also like and subscribe. You know, and we're like, I'm building a little community here. So the more you come, the more you're going to, see your name up in blue. Uh, collab. Wait, what does that say? Collab. Celeb. Wait. Cellbatter? Let me look at this one here. What does that say? Where is it? Sally. How do you say that word? Who said that? Sally Batter? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. See, you can read these with me here too. See? Tamara Fetcher. We are going through a spiritual awakening. Keep grounded, walk in the grass, love breathing nature. See, there you go. Uh, there you go, Tamara. Nature, yep. Be one with nature. Yes, Tamara, see? That's what I'm talking about. I'm a warrior of light. And I don't know if you knew, Tamara, because it's the first time I've seen you. Maybe you were in here before. I don't know. I'm starting to get a lot of them. So, yeah, exactly. It's like what she said. See, I'm not the only one saying this. There's a lot of people that we need to wake up. And if you look at some of my videos, some of them are about trucking. Not really the live videos. Look at the videos. And you'll see some of the messages that I have. And they're really, they're true, right? They're interesting. A little bit of my creativity in there. Some of my music, some of my, I'm not a teacher. I'm not an instructor. I'm a warrior of light. There's a big difference. So that's why when I get on here, I gotta light my pillar up so that you guys can see and wake up. So it's an awakening. This whole world is changing. So that's, a feather. I wear a feather. Okay. Um, that's for. You might think, oh, are you Native American? Uh, it's not whatever race I am or whatever. The feather is for Ma'at. M-A apostrophe A-T, Ma'at. I got a little tiny short on her, right? She's a goddess. She's an Egyptian goddess. And look into her, and you can look her up on YouTube, really, and find some really cool stuff. She's one of my spiritual she's one of my spiritual guides. Anyway, um, she's one of them that come talk to me. You know. Anyway, spiritual. If eat one, my 12:51. Oh, it ate. It eat. Okay, I pass on that one. Jesus is thought. Nope, Jesus is not thought. No, Jesus is not thought. People think that, but no, Jesus is not thought. He told me he's not thought. Another thing is, okay, this will change your way of everything you knew, everything you believed in. Okay, I'm going to take a dip in the deep end here with all you guys. I can't do it. Only Master Sananda can do it. And let me explain. There's these letters of Christ. It's called the 9 letters of Christ. Look them up. You can do them on YouTube video, and it's a picture of Jesus, right? He tells you the truth. Everything you've learned about religion, about the cross, about Mother Mary, about, everything. In those 9 letters of Christ, he put them out 40 years ago. But now that with technology, it's starting to, make some now. It's called the 9 letters of Christ. And what I meant by only he can do it and I can't is because you're going to listen to them. He has an energy that will connect with you. My energy that I connect with you is just a drop of what his energy can. He's a master, right? When you do that, you're either going to believe everything he says or you're not going to believe. It's not like I just believe part of it, but part of it I don't. Then you don't believe him, right? No, it's you're either going to swim across the ocean or you're not going to swim across the ocean. You know what I mean? Um, that's what it is. You're either all in or you're not. And by doing that, will give you a major, major understanding of what I'm talking about, of what I am. I'm a archangel. I'm a warrior of Archangel Michael for. Wait, I'm a warrior of light for Archangel Michael, not for Jesus. Okay. But Jesus is one of my ascended masters, and so is Lady Nada, and so is El Moria. Um, if I'm wrong, they would correct me. But as far as what I believe, what I understand, that's what I am. You guys have your own ascended masters, your own spiritual guides. You guys have that. We're all different, but we're all as one. We're all the same. We're all have the same love, divine love in us. It's all the same. So it doesn't make sense to hate somebody or, sure, we can disagree with them. We can, because we're living next to them, and sure, that guy just irritates the heck out of me, or, that guy is totally boring, or whatever, right? So you find your way of the people that make you positive, right? And make you happy. Why would you want to be with someone that's going to make you irritated all the time, right? And if you're married to that person, a lot of times it means that your souls aren't exactly in line with each other. There's like so much I can say, so much. But everybody, go to check them out. The 9 Letters of Christ. It's long. It's long. If you look at the videos on YouTube, it's extremely interesting. And he will tell you the truth. And he tells you how he's communicating, right? So you think, oh, he's not on YouTube. He tells you how he did that. Okay, so he explains everything. That's what I'm trying to do to you guys. Okay, and that's one reason why I'm building this thing here. Okay, so we can just light up our hearts and ascend. Let me see. But no, sorry to say, but he's not Thoth. Okay. We've been praying every day, and okay, that's good, And spiritual. Dodi, we have a French speaker here. Oh, okay. I had some French fries, so if that helps any, I can speak French. French ketchup French, They were good. I got them from this little town. It's called St. Regis. It's in Montana. I stopped to buy lunch, and they had some French fries. They weren't the tall, the slim French fries, that French people have. They were like fat and round, more like, I want to say like Americans. I'm just kidding, but but no, really, the fries, they were like really fat. They were so delicious. And the lady, when she gave me my order, she didn't give it all, completely to me. I told her, hey, wait a minute. Before I left, I looked in the bag, and half what I ordered was missing. I told her, well, you forgot the fish sandwich and stuff like that. She says, oh, okay, I'm sorry. So I had to sit there, wait. So she threw in some more fries for me for free. I thought, all right, thanks. She says, yeah, they're good, huh? And I said, yeah. But I speak a little bit of French, Anyway, I thought I'd throw that one in for you. Anyway, cool. Item two. Okay, you're talking. Better, you're talking. Okay, I don't know French. I'm sorry. I only know French fries and French toast. Those are the only two. Those are the only two French guys I know. Spiritual, thank you for new to Dodi page. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome, Matt. God bless you. And okay, there you go, talking French. Yeah, if you guys want to talk French to each other, that's fine as long as you guys ain't saying anything rude or that, I don't know. uh, Dodi's number? Dodi's number? I don't know what you're talking about. This is the only way I can communicate. By the way, I had to change my number because scammers, okay? So I don't post my number here anymore. I was doing it before, but since then, and I noticed that some of the people, they don't talk to me anymore because they think, I guess, I'm not answering the phone or their text messages anymore. Like, well, I don't have it because, you know, if I keep it, then I'm going to keep these spammers going on. So, yeah, my number's more private now. So, you got to take care of your identity, okay? So I don't give my number out anymore. Sorry. And John Guzman, hi John. What are your thoughts about the conflict between Iran and Israel? That's a good question. There's also Russia and Ukraine, right? Both of them are at war. I'll give you a brief little thing. And I'm a warrior of light, by the way. With Iran and Israel, they're threatening about nuclear bombs. There are no nuclear bombs. All they can do is bluff. All they can do is talk and threaten. That will never happen. Okay? This planet, when it happened in World War II, that shook the world and it shook the universe. That's why there's thousands and thousands of spaceships above us right now that are in stealth mode. In other words, invisible. They are not going. They've already diffused that. All the underground bases that these reptilians and draconians had. There's another race also that they took them out, all the leaders. What's left now are the Illuminati and the Cabal. Those are the ones that are trying to inset fear in us and trying to, with these wars, they're trying to keep it going because that's the only thing they have left because this world is changing to a fifth dimension. Another thing is, by doing that, they have basically their backs up against the wall. And they're going to try hard. You hear about it in the media. And that's what's happening right now with Russia and Ukraine. With that, Russia has been, and this are the angels who told me this. When I say angels, I mean Jesus. I mean Melchizedek. I mean some, Anyway, they told me that Russia is the purest country in the entire world. The leader himself might not be, as pure as the people, but the people are the most purest. Next to that is Ukraine, right next. That was one of the most corrupt countries in the world. And not there's good people in both countries, but that's still going on. So that's more than what you see, okay? And like I said, with Ukraine and Israel, another thing is Israel has been kind of like, okay, let's go back like millions of years, right? Okay, the pyramids are in near up there in Israel and India and stuff, right? So that used to be, all that used to be tropical, all of that. Why would they build these big, you know, uh, I would just call them transformers, right? So that we can understand, because that's what they would do. They would be able, and they still are today, can connect from here to the universe, to Andromeda, and, different galaxies and stuff. Well, why would they build that in the desert? It wasn't like that. It's the wars that has happened between now and, so that's what the human population, and it's, I believe it's, I don't know if it's, this is the third or fourth human population that has been in battle. The other three populations, I'm going to say, I'll say we're the fourth. It's three or four. The other three, they went extinct because of bombs and stuff. We're not going to go extinct. That's why this whole planet is going up to the fifth dimension, okay? And also, like Israel, right? That has been marked as a place of, how can I say it? And it's been marked. Okay, that's a place that if you're an Israeli, if you're a Jewish person, you're going to be tormented. Okay? And that's just basically the way it was created. Because I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody. But, okay, when we're born, before we're born, we're given a choice as to where we want to live, what we want to do, what karma do we have to pay off, what family, who's going to be our mom or dad or brother or sister. Are we going to be in prison? Are we going to be handicapped? What race are we going to be? Are we going to be French? Are we going to be Australian? Are we going to, so the people that are going, that are Jewish people right now, they chose to choose. They, we all choose our own death. We all choose our own birth, and we all choose our own parents. So they chose that. See, death is not bad. It's a transformation, is what it is. It's, you evolve from the human body, you shed the human body, and you evolve. Your soul doesn't die. You just keep on going. But because we're immortal. Thing is, that's like what, there's nothing bad about being a Jewish person or a Native American Oriental or, a white person or a black person. Nothing. Because I've been a black person. I've been a male. I've been a female. I've been uh, poor. I've been rich. I've been greedy. I've been in prison. We have thousands of and thousands of incarnations. I heard this one lady, she had 4 million lives. I'm like, wow, I didn't know we lived that long. But see, it just goes on. And so, like, the people that are Jewish now, they chose to be Jewish because they chose that race. Once you go in that race, it's a test for them. It's a test through life as to how people are going to be. And that's how, if that's easier for you to swallow, then the world's going to come to an end and there's going to be nuclear bombs and there's racists and, the President Trump and, uh, you know, this and that and what the media is feeding you. I hope what I've said is more comforting because it's true. Okay, I'm not a liar. I don't lie. I'm a warrior of light. I don't lie. I wouldn't be telling you this if it wasn't true, because what we're going to hear now from the media is totally lies. There are some good people in there, but they haven't woken up. People are starting to wake up. And a lot of people are starting to wake up because a lot of people are doing their own research. They know the difference between right and wrong. Okay? Before, like in the Dark Ages, like in medieval times, you chop off somebody's head. We don't do that these days, right? Uh, you know, now it's a death sentence. People don't even want death sentences anymore, right? So we're evolving. That's what it is. That's what it is. Life in this planet is a school. We're here to learn. Anything you go through, like there was a guy, Matt, he was going through some things, hard times. Um, it's where his heart is, and it's where your heart is. Wherever you are in life is where you need to be, because that is your assignment. That's where they see you. That's why I say, stay positive. I mean, like, you guys think I'm just saying, yeah, just be goody two shoes. I'm serious about this. This is totally true, right? I'll give you one last thing on it, and then I'm going to read these, and then I got to end it. And our hands, right? I'm holding the phone with the other hand, so our hands they're like a portal. We have chakras, and then we have our hands. Our hands, if you think about it, Jesus put his hand over that person that was blind, or that child that was sick, and put the hand on their head, and they healed with his hand. That's where we get tingling from our hands. If you start to meditate, learn how to meditate, but you gotta be careful, because there's some that the dark ones, like the internet, they try to intercept and lead you off in the wrong way. So when you meditate, make sure you're pure. Make sure your heart is doing it from the heart. And you're asking for somebody that's pure. Don't ask just for anybody when you meditate or when you pray. Don't just pray to anybody. Pray to someone who's pure. Ask for someone. Ask the universe. You know what? The universe, the angels are just waiting. There's millions and millions of angels waiting to connect with each and every one of us. And a lot of people don't know that. That's true. But you start to feel it in your hands, okay? And you start from the heart, and then one thing you're gonna notice is your hands. You're gonna be like, wow, my hand's tingling. And, take it from there, you know what I mean? It's amazing what's gonna happen. And like I said, I'm gonna go through this. And I know you guys are talking, but spiritual nun, okay, I'm looking at these again, so I'm not ignoring you there. I'm just like, you know, excuse me. I told you I'm a warrior of light. I can stay talking all day about this, And something, I don't know what. French, I don't speak French. Dodi's number, okay. Dodi's, okay. Carson Consummate. You live in Colorado and is it all, wait, the thing went, you lived in Colorado, is it all it's cracked up to be in Denver? Overrated? Denver, I really like Denver, but you know what? I was just in Seattle today. You've been to one city, you've been to them all. Basically, it's traffic, hustle and bustle, people cutting you off. And that's the part that I see from my summit. Denver, I lived there for 29 years, so I was able to see the weather, day after day. That's where I raised my daughter and my son, and go to work and stuff like that. I went to college there, everything. I used to go to the mountains. I loved it. But it's a city, it's a city. The part what I liked is one thing about Denver, very sports oriented. They got the Rockies, which I love the Rockies. They got the Broncos. I'm a Bronco fan. They got the Nuggets, which I'm not a basketball fan. But I love Michael Jordan, but he's from Chicago. And then they got the hockey, the Avs. So, and then they got some other ones, the college football teams. Yeah, you go over there, you're going to get in shape. That's one thing. They're very health oriented about, unlike some cities that I've been to, that they don't care about what, they don't care. Like Cleveland, right? I've never lived in Cleveland, but I go there and, okay, it's a city, just like any other. Thing is, I don't see a lot of enthusiasm, Maybe because I don't live there. Maybe it's a rock and roll town. I don't know, but I know the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland. It's in Cleveland, right? Yeah. And I know it's right next to the water, Lake Erie. But there's just, when you live in a city, it's cool. You got to live and feel it with your, day to day. But yeah, I love Denver. I've always loved Denver. I moved out of Colorado because I got divorced twice. And okay, you guys are still talking Spanish. So be very conscience oriented, okay? Everything has a conscience. Everything. Everything is that we see and feel and touch and taste and hear and listen and is when we do, that doesn't have a conscience because right? These flowers, they have a conscience. Although it's material, so it's just so dense that it doesn't do anything like a rock. A rock has a really low conscience. It's just going to sit there. It's not going to talk to you, nothing. A dog has a bigger conscience, right? A flower has a bigger conscience. A flower will bloom when the sun comes up and then In wintertime, it'll, you know, come back down, and then springtime it'll bloom again, right? So it has a conscience. Um, so when you, like our bodies have trillions of micro, that's what they're built of. I mean, I don't got to tell you that's like a science class, but that's true. That's what it is. That's what Jesus tells you. Everything is a conscience, and everything has a reason. Uh, you're still talking French. Okay, right. Okay. Curious atheist. Okay. Wait. I'm reading, then it'll like pop up. Okay. I'll show you what I mean by when it does that. See, I'm going to read it and then it'll just pop up. Now, where was I? Curious atheist. See how it does that? Right when I was reading it, it keeps doing that and just throws me off. Curious. Oh, darn it, keep doing it. I keep losing myself. Right first impression is normally off. Yeah, the first impression, you know. So I talked about that earlier. I hope I'm not really behind. But curious atheist says, but our subconscious can realize things that, and that how we get that feeling. That's your soul talking to you. We call it gut conscience, but that's your soul. Your soul is telling you something that, you know, that's like the gut feeling, right? Like, I'll give you an example. The other day, I'm driving, and I stopped to use the bathroom. I backed up my truck at the truck stop, went to use the restroom, and then I had to get going because I was on the go, right? I still had like 200 miles to go. So I'm going, and I stopped to use the bathroom again because it was in the morning, and I was drinking coffee. And once I stopped the second time, I had walked towards the back, so when I'm coming back, that my bumper was like about to fall off. Like, whoa, when did that happen? Well, I didn't feel it, but the first time when I stopped, I backed up against a curb, and what happened, my bumper, it hit this, and it went over, so when I pulled over, this was the curb, it just like, and it did it that I didn't quite feel it, but I felt something. So before I stopped the second time, I had this, oh, sorry, died on me. So I can't argue with the battery. Thanks for coming in. And like, remember I told you, sorry about the sudden stops, but it's my battery died. So anyway, thanks for coming in. All you guys are awesome. And, we'll see you guys either tomorrow or the next day or something. So thanks. Love you guys.